Morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Thursday morning, September the 26th, and I'm in McDonald's here in Manhasset, New York. So I just had a biscuit, sausage and egg biscuit, and my senior coffee. And like I've said before, you can't beat McDonald's coffee. It is so delicious. Let's see if I can find what I paid for this senior coffee here in New York. Okay, 89 cents. That's not a bad deal at all, is it? So my friend Robin, he flew back to St. Louis on Tuesday. We didn't do a whole lot. We went to, there's a state park here, so we made a picnic lunch on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, it was Monday. We made a little picnic lunch and went over to the park and just sat among the trees and the birds and all the beautiful flowers and shrubs and just reminisced and talked about old times. And it was so good to have Robin here and reconnect with him. And he did finally wake up from his nap and eat the chicken and dumplings, and he loved them. They were so delicious. But I think I did use a recipe for maybe a 6-quart Instant Pot instead of my 3-quart because it was kind of crowded in there. But that's okay. They turned out good. And with it being my first recipe, I'm kind of patting myself on the back for the good job that I did in using the Instant Pot for the first time. And Shirley Rose, I want to thank you so much for gifting that to me. That was such a thoughtful and nice gift, and I do appreciate it very much. So I know all of y'all are wanting to see my new apartment. Well, I am going to show it to you in bits and pieces. I'm not sure I will take you on a full-fledged tour. First of all, I'm not even settled in there yet. This move has been very difficult, and it has taken a lot of money and a lot of time, and I am having to be very careful because I cannot reveal my location. That's just a fact. Most of y'all know that I am being bullied, harassed, and stalked. And this also includes stalked as to find out where I'm living so that my landlord and my neighbors can be written dirty, nasty letters filled with lies and innuendos. So I have to really watch my back. And now this apartment that I have, it is in Zeus Phillips' mother's home. Now, we are not buddy-buddy friends. I have just recently met Elizabeth. She is a very nice lady, and I think that I will be very happy living here. However, this is a business arrangement. This is not a free apartment by any means. I'm paying $1,000 a month rent, plus an extra $60 a month for cable and Wi-Fi. So this is not easy for me. This takes nearly my entire Social Security check. So I am very much reliant on my YouTube income, my AdSense, and that comes from you watching my videos and watching the ads. And I am in pretty bad shape financially right now. I know a lot of y'all think that I'm out there eating in fancy restaurants. Well, let me tell you something. You have got to be very narrow-minded to think that Olive Garden is a fancy restaurant. Those that have ever eaten in a fancy restaurant like Commander's Palace and some of the very, very exquisite places in New Orleans and New York and Bobby Flay's restaurant in Manhattan, if you think Olive Garden is a fancy restaurant, then you have lived a very sheltered life. Because believe me, it's not fancy. But anyway, I just want to ask you to please watch my ads. I am starting to insert an ad at the end of my video. I will not be inserting one in the middle. That I absolutely detest. whenever I'm watching a video and an ad pops up in the middle, I immediately click off that video. It just irritates me. So I do ask that you please watch my ad at the beginning and the end of my videos, and help me to be able to earn enough money on AdSense so that I can survive. And now I'm not saying that I won't ever have to stand in another food line. I may have to go to the church pantry and get food, and I may even have to go this week because I am running low on funds. But that's okay. It's there for that purpose, and if I need to take advantage of it, I will. I'm not ashamed of it by any means. But I am hoping to continue to put out at least 3 or 4 videos a week, and to keep my views up and to keep my ads running. And that way I won't have to hopefully be scraping and scrounging and asking y'all for favors. That's my goal, is to earn my own living and make my own way. So my daughter Jill has a new job now. She is working part-time, and that is going to give her the time that she needs as a young mother to spend time at home with her young children. And so she does not have any extra funds either. Now, she did loan me the money for the rent, which was $1,000, and the security deposit, which was $1,000. So I'm in debt to her now for $2,000. And she also bought my twin-size bed for me. But she did put that on her Macy's charge, and I'll be paying that the bill for that every month until I get my bed paid for. Now, unfortunately, I did buy the twin size because that's what I had in my apartment in Asbury Park, and I had plenty of room on that twin size bed. But when they delivered this bed, I thought it looks like a child's bed. I'm just not sure, but I really couldn't afford the full size. And I didn't think that we could get it down the stairs into the basement. So that's why I didn't buy the full size. But y'all, I tried to sleep on that twin size bed, and I swear it is not the same size as my twin size bed in the other apartment. That must have been some kind of special edition or something. I had plenty of room in that bed, but this bed, my feet are hanging off. Every time I turn over, I lose my body pillow. It keeps falling on the floor. Either the body pillow splatters on the floor or Glenda Merle splatters on the floor. And that's not a good feeling. So I did talk to the salesman yesterday at Macy's, and they are going to exchange the bed for me. I do have to pay the difference in the price, and I do have to pay a restocking fee because I did sleep in it, and they're not going to give me back the full price of what I paid for the twin size. So hopefully by next week I'll have my full size bed, which means now I got to go buy a full size mattress pad and sheets and a quilt to fit the full size bed. And shopping can be fun, but for me it's not a fun chore. It is a chore. And it is difficult to have to spend this kind of money. I'm just not used to it. Y'all know that when the 7 years that I lived in Asbury Park, that or the last 7 years that I lived in that studio, that I lived on a very, very minimum amount of Social Security income. So I'm not used to buying all these new things, and I'm really afraid to buy linens at Goodwill because, bed bugs are back because the government outlawed the DDT pesticide, and that has caused a resurgence in bed bugs, and I cannot take a chance on a bed bug infestation. And y'all know that the reason that I left everything in Asbury Park was because of the roach infestation. I'm not ashamed to say that, but because that's just the way life was living there on the Jersey Shore, and I did everything that I could to eradicate the roaches. And John did get a pest control company in there for a year, but then he had a disagreement with the manager of the company, and that ended that. And then the roaches started returning, and it was just so gross. And I just couldn't afford to bring those with me. So that's the main reason that I put most of my stuff in the garbage. And every single thing that I packed to bring here with me, I cleaned it with Clorox and disinfected it. I put it in the box, and I immediately put it in my car. So I'm almost 100% sure that I did not bring any roaches or any roach eggs with me. Now, y'all have been asking me for a wish list. I haven't gotten that together yet. I don't really know what I need now, especially now that I'm changing out beds. And so I will get a wish list going in a week or two, and whenever I find out exactly what I need, because I sure don't want any of my subscribers buying me something that I can't use. I would just feel awful about that. And please don't buy me anything if you're living on Social Security and scraping by. I would feel so guilty if you did that. So I ask you to please. I don't need anything that bad. I want you to keep your money for yourself, and you buy your food and medicine and the things that you need. And hopefully whenever Zeus comes up here and we get the taffy making going, and hopefully get a little Glenda Sully pie flavored taffy going, that money, the profits from that will go into a charity. And I'm going to have some type of charity set up to where I can help my subscribers who scrape by on Social Security only. Because I know what it's like at the end of the month to open up that refrigerator and realize that you have maybe about an ounce of milk and 1 or 2 eggs, and you're low on bread. So it's my goal, and go to get this taffy business going, and to hopefully make some profit, and to contribute to a charity that will help you. Now back to this stalking that I'm having to deal with. Hi. Oh yes, thank you so much. It has made my life difficult, but it is not going to stop me from making YouTube videos. In fact, I'm more committed to my YouTube channel than ever before. This is going to stop, and it's going to stop very soon. But in the meantime, I do have to take precautions. I have to protect my safety and the safety of my family. I did have another YouTube creator who I was very close to for about a year. I even promoted her channel on my channel. But she has gone over to the dark side, and she actually tried to set me up last Saturday by telling me that she wanted to meet with me, that she was in the area. Well, who paid for her trip? You know, she states that she lives on $600 a month Social Security. So who paid for this simpleton's trip all the way to New York? And then when I told her that I had a friend flying in, she all of a sudden didn't want to meet me right then and there. She wanted to meet me on her way back, stating that she was in New Hampshire and going to Maine. No, I don't believe that. That's an outright lie. And there's no simpleton like you that's going to outsmart me, just so you know. Okay, so let me go and get this uploaded. And like I said, I will be doing a tour of my apartment. But I do have to get some more things together. I want to get my bed in there and just get organized and get my paperwork filed and all of my notes put together. And there's just so much yet to do. So I just ask you to please be patient with me, and just keep watching my videos and leaving me those wonderful comments. You know that I love hearing about your life, and if you're having struggles and adversity and difficulty, you can leave me a comment and ask for prayer. And I do have time to pray for all of you. And I do read my Bible every day, and I pray for y'all every day. We all have adversity and difficulties in life. But when we look around us, we see that our difficulties aren't so bad after all, because there's always somebody out there that has it a lot worse. And I'm thankful for my good health. I'm thankful for my family. And I'm thankful for my 21,000 subscribers. I just love y'all with all of my heart. Please give me a thumbs up and share. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.